The morning began with two inflatable flamingos bobbing in my hayfield, followed by the sight of Ivy and Blake, HOA president, while VYing from her RV's roof like she'd claimed my ranch for her empire. I blinked, half expecting a reality TV crew, but the stench of diesel and hairspray snapped me awake. Vivian had parked a gleaming camper in my cattle pasture, lawn chairs and coolers scattered, Bluetooth speakers blaring 2000s pop like a Nebraska spring break. She sipped a neon drink from a pineapple cup, peering over sunglasses. "Just a girl's getaway, Ethan," she cooed. "A few days." My jaw clenched. This wasn't shared land, it was my deeded, fenced grazing field. She'd smashed through my eastern gate, splintering a post, and set up camp like it was a public park. "You broke my fence," I said, pointing at the wreckage. Vivian stood. It looked old. "This is just grass community space, right?" My cows, wary of the chrome beast, huddled across the field. My prize heifer, Daisy, VY Sibley rattled. Rage simmered, but arguing with IVY was like wrestling Fox twist every point. I stormed back, grabbed my phone, and called Sheriff Mike. Pacing the field's edge, I watched VY's crew grill burgers near dry grass afire, hazard while one-strung fairy lights on my fence posts. Sheriff Mike arrived, sighed at the scene, and asked, "VYN?" I nodded. "Did you get permission?" he asked her. She smiled sweetly. The HOA's interim recreation chair approved temporary camping on unused land. Mike blinked. "This is private ranch land." VYN cited a dotted line on a hiking app, Trailblaze. Mike turned to me, suppressing a groan. "She's using a fitness app as a property map. With no prior trespass notice or signs on that gate, he could only add VYSE, documenting everything and filing a report. VYN offered him a burger. He declined. I retreated, steam rising, as her guests danced to karaoke under my hay bales, cows retreating further, lowing in distress. My vet warned that noise and machinery could stress them, risking health issues. That night, VYN's bass thumped through the quiet, mingling with memories of her past. HOA attacks a fine for my unkempt shrubs, a complaint about my rooster's dawn crows. She thought she could annex my pasture unscathed, but I was raised to protect what's mine. If she wanted ranch life, she'd get a thieves and all. By dawn, I was a general eyeing a battlefield. VYN's RV squatted like a metallic toad, her friends cooking sausage, the scent drawing my curious cows closer. The plan hit me. My herd, nature's peaceful army. I poured molasses-laced grain in a spiral around the camper, extra near the steps, and opened the gate. Daisy led, cautious but lured by the sweet scent, the herd following like a slow tide. A guest screamed, scrambling onto a picnic table. Another tripped over a cooler. VYN emerged, hair in a towel, clutching a speaker and curling iron, eyes wide as cows, encircled her RV. "What is this?" she shrieked. "They're grazing," I said, sipping coffee. "This is harassment," she snapped. "It's a pasture, VYN. You parked in it." Daisy licked the camper's mirror. Another cow sneezed grain onto the mat. The RV rocked as cows nudged it, a solar panel creaking under a scratching head. VYN's speaker died with a pop. She thrust a selfie stick out, filming. "I'm trapped by cows in a hate crime by a backward rancher." I nearly dropped my mug. A steer napped by her generator, blocking power. Guests retreated inside, muttering about the smell. By noon, VYN called animal control. Officer Reed arrived, clipboard in hand, stepping over cow pies. "Report of aggressive livestock," he said, smirking. "They're grazing," I replied. He inspected the herd, unfazed. VYN burst out, ranting about being boxed in. Reed glanced at Daisy, yawning. "Cows don't have criminal intent, ma'am." She slammed the door. Reed shrugged. "Kausen on HOA? That's new." He left, while VYing at Daisy. By dusk, the RV was a VYN siege zone, cows lounging, chewing, and occasionally VYing themselves. VYN's getaway was now a petting zoo nightmare. I hadn't yelled or touched her camper, just opened a gate. Nature didn't care about her bylaws. Next morning, in a pink tracksuit, paced, live streaming about biological barriers. Her RV board duct-taped signs, unlawful cattle blockade. Cows blinked lazily. Her HOA posse arrived in golf carts, unfolding chairs, and a glittery banner. Reclaim the recreation space. VYN announced an emergency meeting, citing Protocol 4.2b for recreational conflict. Her slideshow pitched yoga, picnics, and goat therapy, labeling cows and fences as barriers. She proposed reclassifying my field as shared land. I approached, folder in hand, and handed it to an HOA member. My deed, grazing rights, and zoning protections. I filed for trespass, vandalism, and generator damage. The zoning board's coming. Silence fell. VYN sputtered. This land's underutilized. Want cows on your tennis court? I shot back. A guest yelled, the RV's sinking. Mud from irrigation and hooves had swallowed the tires, toppling her patio. Cows watched like stoic judges. VYN slipped in a puddle, her banner snapping. Guests fled, tossing chairs into cars. A cow peed on her speaker. This isn't over, she hissed. Zoning board, sheriff, tow truck, I replied. She limped to her RV, railing bent from steer scratch. By dawn, the field was a wreck of mud and pride. VYN's RV tilted like a stranded ship. Guests gone, save a muttering couple. Sheriff Mike returned, handing VYN a trespass warning. Stay, and it's criminal trespass. Zoning's checking your generator leak. VYN claimed verbal permission from a fake HOA roll. It's a pasture, Mike said. You trespassed. The zoning inspector, Carl, arrived, noting soil damage and fuel leaks. VYN's beautification pleas fell flat. It's for livestock, not brunches, Carl said, Leah VYing. A tow truck hauled the scratched, dented RV to the community lot. You think you've won? VV on spot. The land did, I said. Cows parted as she left, a defeated queen. I scattered clover seed over the scars, Daisy grazing beside me. Peace ridden no speakers, no glitter, just pasture. The aftermath spread fast. A tick-tock of cows encircling the RV went VY row. VYN's hooved harassment, rant memed relentlessly. A reporter messaged, someone sent a moo enforcement hoodie. Sheriff Mike brought root beer, chuckling. She tried to seize a pasture with a banner. Nuts. A letter from new HOA head, Ellen, apologized, enclosing peach pie and a statement barring land claims. Ellen VY cited, promising no more stunts. VY forgot you need permission to cross bridges, she said. VYN's RV sat in the community lot, windows covered. She drove by once, staring at Daisy and my new sign, private property, grazing area. Enter at risk. She left without a word. I fixed fences, spread wildflowers, and walked the pasture, cows trailing. Daisy nudged me, sealing a saga won not by shouts but by steady, stubborn hooves. Justice wasn't loud, it was the quiet of a herd holding the line. If you were the one in this story, how would you react? Would you stand up and fight back, or accept the unreasonable pressure and control from the HOA? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this VY Deo with more people. Your small action gives us the motivation to keep bringing you more intense and engaging stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next VY Deo.